Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go. Here we go, here we go. 30 pace, let's go. Smoke. You can choose the night.
On 1st and 10, Martinez. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. We wanted excitement. How's that for excitement on the very first play?
Yeah, they had it in their head. They were going to test the secondary right off the bat, but they were up to the challenge, and he had a convoy in front of him. I thought he was going to bring it back all the way. Instead, they'll settle, and that's really a wrong word, isn't it? They'll settle for really good field position.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Joe Mixon. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Martinez. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Martinez throwing again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Martinez now operating from the gun. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Look at me. Zipper.
Nixon will try the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch one. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 1. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch one. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 90. Wolf. Watch the pass.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching your guard. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Ready, go. Ready, go.
Now Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Set, hut. 50. Clear.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hut, hut.
To throw is Martinez on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Charlie.
52's the mic, boy.
Hey.
I got it.
Go, go.
52. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Set, go.
Martinez to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Let's go.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
61. Matchbox, right.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hut, hut.
From the gun, Martinez. Cooper's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 14.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Check that, we want Mike 52.
Operating from the gun, Martinez. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys. The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Ready? I got you, son. I got you, son. Go! Here we go. Go.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10 for touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle. Deep. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length.
A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. Here we
Ready, go.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Alpha.
52's Mike.
2nd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Martinez, operating from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on now, let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
SOS, SOS.
Delta.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 9, check 9.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
So that'll back him up 5.
Squeeze, squeeze, get in there. Check 31. Slam, slam. Lock it.
Check 13.
Bam.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Scene 6.
Martinez now. Off play action. Letting one fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Elliott. Powerful running. Still going. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist. Twist.
Yep.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Switch. Switch. Set. Go. Right, right.
Now Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch Wiley. 64. Weak.
They'll look to throw here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a give, right side. Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, dude. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Taking on the midfield logo. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Set hut. 50. Plant. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Box trap.
2nd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
15 lining, 15 lining. What turn in? Alert, alert. 3 down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Go.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
I'm coming.
Hard.
Fresno.
Hey, go.
To throw is Martinez. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Mixon, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Sam on. Snap.
Back to Mixon on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Let's go, D. Mike, one. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Exit.
'52's the mic right here, over there, right? '52's the mic.
You must be ready, go.
From the gun, Martinez. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike.
Let's go one more. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Yep.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Hey, check Mike.
What happened?
Operating from the gun, Martinez. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pass.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Orbit. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 55's Mike, guys. 55. In yo. Ready, ready. Dog, dog. Hatchet.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, 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 hey.
And the blitz does come. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
52. Hey, man, watch the boost.
Martinez throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
15 line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Head logo. X3. 218. Chopper. It's going to be a long day. Rush in. Look. Squeeze. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the option. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Get it.
Here's a run with Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Martinez operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Bravo! Watch 55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike 55, go! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 55, ready to go.
On 4th down, Martinez. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Matchbox lights. Go out.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Big grip.
This is Mixon. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they run with Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is indeed good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Take 4, take 4.
Martinez now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On the run, it's Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hard.
He's checking.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.